Hello, all you beautiful people. I hope your day is going quite better than the day before. If you are new here, or just in case, I'm Nash, and thank you for stopping by. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking about the Rolling Stones and their album, Some Girls. Let me quickly give you some history about the band. The Rolling Stones are a British rock group formed in 1962. They drew on the Chicago blues, mostly, style to create a unique version of this dark side of the post-1960s counterculture. Later on, like all bands, they evolved and became a great band to listen to, even from the old albums to the newest albums. The original members were Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Brian Jones, Bill Wyman, Charles Watts, and later other members such as Mick Taylor, Ron Wood, and Dylan Jones. The first song to really elevate them was I Can't Get No Satisfaction in 1965, and enjoying many strings of other hits. Another hit of theirs in 1966 was Painted Black. Probably many of us have heard these songs. They were quite good. They really introduced me to the Rolling Stones in the beginning, and I think you will all enjoy this episode. So by 1965, they were the second band. You know what I mean? You know how like everyone kind of ranks bands? They were the second, mostly. Number one were the Beatles. Beatles, you know, they went for more of like this younger audience. The Rolling Stones went for more of the older audience. And how the Beatles were all dressed the same. They all looked alike. The Rolling Stones were actually quite opposite. They all had long hair. They all wear different clothing, and their style of music was different as well. And many seemed to, when the Beatles kept growing, people became more respectable about them and reassuring. But for the Stones, they became more rebellion and threatening. People took them as. But over time, people learned to love the Stones. So the Rolling Stones has 25 studio albums, and Some Girl, the album, is the 14th British and the 16th American studio album. And it was released on the 9th of June, 1978. So there are 10 songs to the album. It's about 40 minutes and 44 seconds long. You can get it done in one day, but like I always say, I want you guys to really take your time and enjoy each song and really get your own understanding of it. And the songs go Miss You, When the Whip Comes Down, Just My Imagination, then in parentheses, Running Away With Me, then Some Girls, the album name itself, and after that Lies, then Faraway Eyes, Respectable, Before You Make Me Run, Beast of Burden, and Shattered. They currently have about 25 million monthly listeners on Spotify. So, let's start with it. Let's start with the first song, Miss You. It really starts off with this funky tone to really hook you in. I definitely enjoy it. Mick Jagger talks about his future wife in the song, Jerry Hall, by saying, I've been holding out so long, I've been sleeping all alone. I pronounced that weirdly. All alone. Lord, I miss you. I've been hanging on the phone. I've been sleeping all alone. I want to kiss you. And then he whispers sometimes. This is really just him saying how much he really misses her. He then says how he has been waiting for her, and even in his dreams. It's a great opening song. Definitely brings you into this funky tone that they're going for. The next song, When the Whip Comes Down. Now, it's not my personal favorite in this album. It really shows the time that they were in. How the 60s and the early 70s really, you know, were there in the late 70s. It kind of just really talks about them moving to New York and it not being the amazing place that some people say it is, or how some people dream of it being. So not my personal favorite, but hey, you guys let me know. Next song, Just My Imagination, and in parentheses, Run Away With Me. he sings about the girl who loves him. He says in it, I look out my window, watch her as she passes by. I say to myself, I'm such a lucky guy to have a girl like her and a dream come true. And all of the girls in New York, she loves me true. Very nice how he pronounces it. He then talks about how he will then get married and start a life with her and, kind of be together. But he kind of then realizes that everything he has said was just really in his mind, in his imagination. He had jumped the gun, really, and let his mind run on without really him actually sinking to reality itself. It even sounds like this isn't the first time he's even done this in the song. It sounds like he's done it multiple times. And really, it just goes to him realizing that it is just his imagination, and he kind of has to get a hold of his reality. Next is Some Girls. Starts has more of a slow pace with it. It's kind of different than the other songs with this kind of upbeat pace, which is a little slow. It relies a lot on you being able to hear every instrument, really. It kind of really, for me, when I listen to it, I could pick up every instrument. And that's what I love about this song. The best part, I would say, is the guitar. I really recommend you guys just listening to the guitar part of it. The song really just talks about old relationships, on what he got from them and what they got from him. He then talks about how some of them are pure and others are corrupt. The next song, Lies. In the order, so Some Girls, and then it goes Lies. It's quite fast paced after this. Really a mood changer, I would say. It starts with him saying, lies dripping off your mouth like dirt. Lies, lies in every step you walk. Lies. Whisper sweetly in my ear. Lies. How do I get out of here? Why you have to be so cruel? Lies. I ain't such a fool. I really took this as it seeming like he has had enough of this person really lying to him every time they talk, every time they do something. This person's always lying to him, and he's kind of really done with that at this point. And he kind of knows that they have been lying to him for a lot, and it seems like he is kind of just sick of it. And he's asking the question, why? Why lie and do all this? That's what I took from the song. Definitely a good song as well. Next song, Far Away Eyes. This takes more of a kind of like a country vibe to it, the song itself. Now, me personally, I am not a big fan of country. Never have been, never will be. The only person I really listen to would be like Johnny Cash, and he's like one of my favorite. But it really talks about how he was late to meet this girl. All right. And by the time he got there, he thought she would be gone, and she would, be mad that he was late. But she was still there. And he then talks to us, listening, and tells us, so if you're down on your luck and you can't harmonize, find a girl with faraway eyes. And if you're downright disgusted and life ain't worth a dime, get a girl with faraway eyes. So he's kind of reflecting on how this girl probably should have just left. He's realizing that his mistake was he was late and he thought he lost his chance, but this girl was willing to stay. So he's kind of now telling us, like, hey, listen, if you're having trouble, if you think life is nothing, just go find a girl with those faraway eyes. Very nice song. Next is Respectable. The rhythm is more upbeat. He sings, well, now we're respected in society. We don't worry about the things that we used to be. Now, by 1978, the Stones had began their transition into the Loved by All touring group that they have been for the last 40 years. Jagger is clearly alluding to this. They no longer have to worry about the 1960s and early 70s worries that everyone had about the band. Now the band is going more into this loving band, like I've said in the beginning of the episode. And they are kind of no longer worried about being called the the bad boys of music. Next song, Before They Make Me Run, was written by Keith Richards in response to his 1977 arrest. In Canada, when the Royal Canadian Mounted Police officers raided his hotel room and found 22 grams of heroin and a substance later identified as cocaine. He wrote the song intended for it to be more of a plea to the Canadian officials. He was found guilty, but he was not given jail time, just probation. So good for him. And a fun fact, the judge then ordered him to return to Toronto to perform a free concert for the Canadian National Institute for the Blind, which took place on April 22nd, 1979. And the next song, Beast of Burden. Now, I wouldn't be lying here. I wouldn't be lying to you guys. I do have bias to the song. The song, Beast of Burden, I really grew up with this song. My mother would play it in the car a lot on like field trips and like adventures. We would go to Boston a lot when I was little, and like she would, get her Apple Music playing, and she would play like Beast of Burden first. She always sang it quite weird, and like she always like over exaggerated like every part, and definitely like a fun memory that I will always have. And also connecting to this song. But, just to let you guys know now that I am biased to the song. And just letting you all know that now. So, in the beginning, he kind of just talks about how he'll never be this beast of burden. And late in the song, in the first verse, he says, I'll never be your beast of burden. I'll walk for miles. My feet are hurting. So, I really see this as him implying he is her equal in this relationship that he wants. He's willing to carry and share his part of the burden that a relationship can have. The song is just really good. Really just about him telling someone that he won't make their life harder than it already is. He's there to share it with them. Very nice song. I do recommend you guys listen to Beast of Burden. And the last song on the album, Shattered. Now, I had a debate with my father about this song. He really enjoys it, but to me, it's just really them kind of just describing the life in New York. I can't really see how exciting it is. It's really just their details and their experience of the band when they lived in New York. It's just them talking about it. Well, not talking, but like singing about it. But I don't really find this song to be quite interesting than my father thinks, but hey, I want you guys to tell me in the comments. So, the Rolling Stones have definitely left the mark on the music business, and the music will be forever in history of changing the genre in the 60s and 70s. The song that takes it away today, ladies and gentlemen, will be Miss You. Because after writing the script 2 weeks ago, and I'm recording this on the 17th, I would have given it to Beast of Burden because of the bias, but for the 2 weeks, but after I wrote the script, that song was really stuck in my head. And it's the beat. That's why it's the beat in the beginning that gets stuck in my head. So like I'll be walking or just walking around, or I'll be driving, and then in my head it's just that beat, you know what I mean? It just gets me every time. So I would have given it to Beast of Burden, but due to that song sticking in my head, it will be Miss You. But I do recommend that you guys go listen to both Miss You and Beast of Burden, and you give me your opinion on it, all right? And now, before I say goodbye to you guys, 3 of my favorite people just came back from a trip to their home country of Poland. And I visited them at their house, and I was talking to them, and they happily gave me some candy to try. And I told them I would put it in the video. So what I'm gonna do is actually milk this for what it's worth. And for the next three videos, including this one, I will be trying a different candy at the end of the video and telling you guys how it goes. So let's just get into it. I have this one. I have actually two different flavors of them right here. Now, this one is called Lubishis. That sounds right. Okay, wait.
Lubisi.
Lubisi? That doesn't sound right.
Lubisze.
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 Lubisi.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Lubisi.
Lubisze.
That sounds right.
Lubisze.
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 Lubisi.
No, that doesn't sound right. Wait.
Lubisi.
Lubisi?
Lubisze.
Lubisze.
John Travolta.
Oh! That makes a lot of sense. This is Lubisze, and the other one is Lion. Wow. Look at those. So I will be doing the original, just I think vanilla, and the other one is chocolate, just to let you guys know now. So let's give it a try. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cute. It is a little bear. That's actually really adorable. All right, let's try it out. Cheers. Oh, wow. That's actually really good. Oh, yeah. It's actually really good. Actually really has a nice taste to it. Wow, would you look at that? That's really good. That is really good. I'm actually really impressed. Wow. You should look at that. Wow, I'm actually really impressed by that. So, guys, that was the first one. And now in the next video, I will be trying the others. So, today, guys, thank you so much. I hope your day stays great. I hope, you guys just, enjoy life. That's what I want you guys to do today. And if you guys have any albums or songs that you want me to listen to, please just let me know. I will always happily give them a listen. And I hope that your day continues to be great. I will talk to you all later.